Cover your ears, darling.
Wid Yi.
Hey. Do you want to know? Right, I'm just going to have to come straight out with this, right?
What's so funny?
You laughed. All I said was, right, and you laughed.
I hit record and there's something about your face. I'm not trying to say your face is funny, but your face is funny.
Thanks.
Anywho.
Yeah, what kind of a week have you had?
It's been alright. Now, bearing in mind we're at the end of September, I am doing a spring clean.
Either you're a bit early or you're a bit late.
I'm somewhere in the middle. I can't work out if I'm late or early, so I've spent the week obviously going to work, coming home, tidying up. The cat's confused, going, are we moving again?
What the fuck? Why are you cleaning your... Wait, how deep a clean are you going here?
Oh, this is like... So all this stems from the fact I can't find my passport. This is the actual thing that's got me cleaning the flat. Not the fact it's manky, not the fact I'm ashamed to have people round, the fact I can't find the thing that lets me go abroad. I swear it's somewhere in the flat, but where? Who knows?
So you've got to clean your house, basically.
Yeah.
Do you want to know? That reminds me of the time I got abducted by aliens. They made me clean my room, they made me clean the floor, they made me do chores. Turned out I was on the mothership. Tell you the kind of week I've had. TV sucks. The telly these days are shite.
The telly these days are shite.
Yeah, when I say the telly these days, I don't just mean one singular telly. I mean the plural of telly. I mean telly's like
the telly.
You don't say sheeps, do you? So
no.
The telly, as in general, and every little one of these items that broadcasts a show, it's just shite that's on them.
You know how I know that what you're saying is right?
Because you're not disagreeing with me.
Well, yeah, there's a fundamental clue in all this. The National TV Awards for 19 years, Ant and Dec have won the funniest Ant and Dec of the Year award. They're not even that funny.
Well, wait, the funniest Ant and Dec you think of the year?
I can't actually remember what the award is, but it's become a running joke that it's like TV Personality of the Year or some shit like that. And every single year, for nearly 20 years now, Ant and Dec have won this. And it's almost a given.
Has nobody actually gone and said, actually, these guys are actually good. Can we do an Ant and Dec Saturday night takeaway style, would you? I think we probably could get away with it.
Well, like put someone on a plane somewhere.
Yeah, why not?
Put someone on a plane
Make them think they're going in a plane, but they're actually going in a bus to Spain, non-stop. That would just be torture, and just watch the fireworks on the bus.
Would you hitchhike your way to Australia?
You've got to go through Russia.
Well, that's going to be a barrel of laughs, isn't it?
It is. I would watch a show like this. It's a bit like, do you remember Ewan McGregor and Charlie Berman did that long way around in their motorbikes?
Yeah.
And there was a section where they had to go through not Soviet Russia, but the far end of whatever that is, Siberia.
Yeah.
Whatever. And the roads were shockingly bad at that point. So... yeah, I would watch somebody doing that because, fine, Ewan McGregor and Charlie Berman, they had a production team, etc. all around them. Yeah, fine. But just watching some random dude do it hideously unprepared, I would watch that. I wouldn't do it, but I would watch it.
You know, if that were me or you, we'd be going into like Decathlon going, right, I need some waterproof trousers and I need a bigger thermos mug and all of that. I'm not paying that for a jacket, man.
I'm going to need a hat. And what kind of hat do you do? Just a hat. So you go and do this whole thing with a baseball cap and that's it. Not that woolly hat that the Cossacks wore.
Yeah, speaking of them, you know when you go to Prague, we've talked about Prague in the podcast before.
Yes, we have.
You know how you get those imitation Cossack hats? They're like the novelty tourist ones.
They're like the CU Jimmy of the Soviet Republic.
Yeah, this is a true story. My friend Louise, who is probably listening to this episode, I had a mission while I was there. So I met Louise in Glasgow the night before my flight, went out for food, yada, yada, yada. Oh, yeah, right, well, while you're in Prague, can you get us one of those Russian hats? But I need it in pink, because pink's a favourite colour.
Russian hat in pink?
Yes.
That's like a contradiction in its own, right?
It is. I mean, Vladimir Putin has them all to himself, we know this.
He's got a bald spot, he's got a cover. Do you reckon he's got one with Mr. Blobby Fluff?
Yes. I absolutely believe that he stole Mr. Blobby. Anywho, back to the point in hand.
Live from the president's office. Whatever the Russian bloody national anthem is. Here's the speech from the president.
Yeah, I don't see that being a thing. My mission...
Maybe he does have a crinkly bottom. I am the president of Russia. I have crinkly bottom.
Probably never heard of Noel Edmonds. Yeah, I went to Prague. I had this little game of can I find a pink Soviet hat for Louise? And it was genuinely, right, I swear to God, I'd pretty much given up. And I'd message her going, right, I think this purple colour, that's the closest I'm getting. So I was getting these messages from Louise going, but it's no pink. I was like, yeah, I know. I mean, I can get purple, I can get blue.
I just got to say, look, why does Louise sound like my mother? Have you been texting my mother again?
No,
Is it you that makes her phone vibrate at 2 o'clock in the morning?
I'm going to offend half of Glasgow here by saying, well, every Glaswegian woman sounds very, very similar. All right, hen, how's it going? It's no pink.
Again, that sounds just like my mother.
Yeah, well...
Stop it, you wee shite.
Yeah, that sounds like Louise. My last day in Prague, I think my flight was like early afternoon, so I was out for like an hour in the morning. It's like, right, I've got enough time to go
get
back
breakfast, have a pint.
Yeah, exactly. Go and have my last £1 pint before I have to start paying Nicola rates. And I walked past this one shop, and I swear I must have been in it like 4 or 5 times through the week. And on the morning, it's like they were in on this little game of find the pink hat for Louise. Guess what was there?
A purple hat.
Another purple hat, but a pink one behind it.
Hey!
Can't remember where we went with this whole thing, but there we go. Purple hats, maybe Vladimir Putin when we go through Russia.
I'll tell you what it is. I'm just saying telly's shite.
And what the fuck's that got to do with Prague?
You went on about Prague. Anyway, telly's shite. Do you want to know why telly's shite?
Because we agree telly's shite.
We agree telly's shite, but do you remember in the 90s telly was actually, it was still shite, but it was actually watchable. Saturday night telly, 5 o'clock, Channel 3, Baywatch. 6 o'clock, Gladiators. 7 o'clock, You Bet or Blind Date.
Flip over at BBC One.
No House Party.
Yep.
And you also, right at the end, at 8 o'clock, you had Stars in Your Eyes.
You know what's really funny about Saturday night telly in the 90s? It was that bad.
It was awesome.
It was awesome. Even the National Lottery got the idea that telly had to be shit to hook you in. Mystic Meg and a builder with lice in his hair will be celebrating too.
And a ticket in a fruit bowl will be celebrating too.
May she rest in peace.
I wonder if she knew she was going to die.
Of course she did. She's Mystic Meg.
Well, of course, I know. Yeah. But back to the point. It was funny. It was entertaining. Saturday night was really good. Friday night you had all sorts of sitcoms that were a bit close to the bone by today's standards.
Even Thursday night telly was good. Thursday night telly was always like you're building up to the weekend.
I would say so, yeah.
Because was Red Dwarf not a Thursday night?
It was a Friday night.
Was it a Friday?
I'm sure it was a Friday night.
Top Gear, pre-Clarkson, Hammond and May, the
original
Top Gear
one,
was Thursday nights.
That's right.
Used to have
Tiff Needell.
Yep, Tiff Needell and Quentin Wilson.
That's right.
Was like the poshest person in Poshland.
And Clarkson joined later.
Yeah.
I think it was 1994 he joined or something.
There was always something I liked about Thursday night telly. Maybe it was that thing of one more sleep till the weekend.
Could be. But Thursday night telly, in this case, what did I end up watching? A rerun of Rob and Ramesh versus...
Sorry, what?
Rob Beckett and Ramesh
Manganatham.
That's him. Yeah. The two of them doing challenges for each other.
Oh, really?
But the art of comedy, I'm going to say, is lost.
It is.
Yeah. It used to be Thursday night telly would be hilarious. What do these two clowns class as hilarious? One of them falls over, another one bursts out laughing.
For a second, I thought you were going to say that Rob makes Ramesh brush his teeth or something.
No, I mean, the one I watched, because I'm a fan of the sport, it was Rob and Ramesh versus Strongman, this episode.
I don't find that funny, just even you talking about it. Well, I can't imagine it would be hilarious.
The synopsis, if that's even the word to choose, of the show yet, the synopsis is they train up as strongmen for X amount of time. They go to the gym, they train with the top strong men in the world, in this case Magnus von Magnusson. I'm a fan of him, the Icelandic strongman.
Okay.
Went to his gym and he came along, this giant old man. He's a giant of a guy anyway, but he would then put the Atlas stones, these big round stones that they lift at the end, but they were only little ones, about 50 kilograms. They weren't the 300 kilogram ones or whatever that they lift, and they said, right, go lift that. Ramesh tried to lift it, fell over, and Rob laughed. That's the comedy. Their patter is about as shit as licking roadkill.
Right, I would dial that back again a second. They got to lift these really heavy stones, right?
They got to lift them and put them on the plinth, which is about chest height.
You know how that would have been really, really funny?
If they dropped and broke their foot.
You're evil.
It's true. I would have laughed like a fucking twat if they did that.
I have a solution to your woes, something that would have been even funnier.
Go on.
Rob Beckett irritates the shit out of me. It's that toothy smile.
It is a very big smile, to be fair.
It is. He's had work done. I would have found it funny if he tried to lift that thing with his gnashers. Can you imagine him going, oh, crap.
The world's biggest gobstopper.
Yeah.
If you tried to suck it and get it down to 40 kilograms, 30 kilograms and have it rolling about, yeah, I could see that.
You're smiling. You find this funny.
I do. I'm actually just thinking, picture Rob Beckett, with his hair parted.
Yeah.
His mum definitely combs his hair before he goes to his work every day. But could you imagine him going, Mum's got me off here, and he's sucking this giant gobstopper. Do you want to know something? Robin Ramesh versus, I would love to see Robin Ramesh versus Wid Yi and get them to do a Wid Yi challenge.
Well,
that would be Thursday night telly worth watching, I will tell you that.
Robin Ramesh hitchhike to Australia.
Well, I'm just thinking, Robin Ramesh, Wid Yi, nail your own hands to a bit of wood for 300 grand.
Do you want to tweet them or shall I?
You tweet them. I haven't got Twitter, so it's going to have to be you either. But for that matter, would you nail your own hands to a bit of wood for 300 grand?
No.
But hear me out. This is an impossible, would you?
Why is that?
Think of it this way. Put your hand on the desk, nail your hand to it with the invisible hammer. Right, okay, you've done that. Now put your other hand on the desk. How are you going to nail that to the bit of wood?
Well, you said nail your hand.
I said hands. So, I've just made you nail your hand to a bit of wood for nothing. Let's not tell them this. Let's not show them. I want to see them nail their hands to a bit of wood and then realise, hang on, we've not done this properly, have we?
This is why I said no. Wid Yi. Right, before I forget, thank you to everyone who submitted widgets on whatever platform.
We need your widgets, thank you very much.
Apart from Amazon, because no bugger listens on Amazon. I don't know anyone who uses Amazon as a streaming platform.
I don't read Amazon at all.
Prove us wrong. If you're listening to us on Amazon, send a share.
Shout out.
Ask Jeff to send one of these little blue vans round the widget.
I'm actually thinking, what about one of those drones with a box that says, I listen?
Yeah, I'll get my
Send it to the widget studio.
Yeah, do it.
If you're old hat, first class post and smoke signals if you're from Native America.
I mean, send a Just Eat. We'll never turn that down.
I'll never turn that down.
I very nearly this week got a Just Eat delivered to Downing Street.
Sausages.
Yeah.
You're obsessed with this.
Well, I am, right? If you follow us on social media, thank you. And thank you for not gurning when we put up loads of Greg's tags and fuck knows. We have a WhatsApp group. And when this whole thing about Keir Starmer and release the sausages, when that broke this week, our WhatsApp group went, right, we need to be on this. Let's share the shit out of anything that comes in.
Can I get battered hostage and chips, please?
I know you put that one in tonight. I put up the Greg's the Greg's hostage roll 4-pack offer. Who was it that found that picture of King Charlie with his sausage fingers?
That's been going about for months, that.
I mean, I've heard the rumours as well. I met his wife years ago.
Did she have sausage fingers?
I don't really remember, and I didn't know about his sausage fingers at this point because I would have asked her. So tell me, how is it with sausage fingers? Can you imagine the look she would get from her security detail going, I'm sorry, what?
I'm actually thinking, did you ever remember salad fingers?
No.
No, you should YouTube salad fingers. It's the creepiest thing in the world. Just some animated green dude with long fingers of celery. I like rusty spoons, and he strokes rusty spoons, and you'll look for a rusty kettle, and then you'll just rub this kettle like that. That's salad fingers. So I'm thinking sausage fingers. I'm sausage fingers. I like Keir Starmer. And there's Charlie rubbing Keir Starmer.
Right. If you are going to send them, YouTube, hit us in the comments. Don't bother with Amazon. I don't think anyone's there. If you are, prove us wrong. iTunes, you can comment there, I think, on the Apple platform.
Couldn't tell you. Just send us your widgets. It's as simple as that. Use your common sense.
Use your scum and sense.
Got a bit of iron brewiness. Use your common sense, sorry. Never ever do a podcast under the influence of 2 500-litre bottles of iron brew.
I'm not even going to edit that out. No, I'm not. Right, here's one from YouTube. YouTube is the one that we actually see and then completely ignore because we're useless.
Oh, yeah. Go for it.
Widget. This is from Stevie Wonder -D6T.
The Stevie Wonder?
No.
Do you want to know? I really don't think that's from the real Stevie Wonder. You know how?
Why?
Because it's legibly typed. Well, how's a blind guy going to be able to type?
Google voice notes. Hey, Google.
Yeah, but
Hey Google, write a widget for me. Anyway, Stevie Wonder -D6T. Would you cross an old broken wood Indiana Jones style bridge with possessed snakes below it for 10 grand?
right, I got to know. Right, possessed snakes.
Yeah.
Who's it possessed by?
Stevie Wonder, I don't know.
Stevie Wonder's possessing snakes now, is he? I just called to say I love you.
Well, I mean, that's the telltale sign if it is. What if they're possessed by Professor What's-His-Face from Harry Potter, Snape?
Oh.
Alan Rickman's character.
Hello, I'm going to be a snake. Professor Snape the Snake.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
could
would work. So,
that's better.
a creepy-ass wooden bridge, snakes underneath it, possessed by the ghost of Alan Rickman.
Right, how many... I mean, I don't know how possession works. Can you possess more than one being at a time, or are all these snakes going to be possessed by the same ghost? How does this work?
Well, in terms of fractions, is it not 9/10 of the loss? So maybe it'll be like 920 million T.
Yeah, so the majority are done by Professor Snape.
Yes.
And the rest are possessed by the ghost of Jim Varney.
Who?
Do you remember these Ernest Goes to Jail and Ernest Goes and Buys Some to Eat films
Is
from
this
the 1980s?
one of these things on a top shelf in dodgy newsagents?
Do you not remember these films?
No.
Oh, bloody, they were hilarious when you were a kid. It was some school janitor that would end up in space or something like that, and he was just...
This sounds like a really fucked up version of Mr. Ben.
I can't remember...
We're trying to quantify how many snakes are possessed in this river.
Why
don't
are we
know.
talking about how the possession of snakes work? I mean...
Because you asked.
Well, yeah, I know,
How
but-
possessed are they?
Well, are they exorcist possessed? Like, have they got red eyes and their necks are spinning and they're vomiting blood?
No, they're just possessed.
Or are they possessed?
That one.
Would I cross an old broken Indiana Jones style bridge with possessed snakes below it for 10 grand?
I mean, you'd have to do it with the theme tune blaring out, wouldn't you?
Am I going to fall to my impending doom here? Or
Well, if
am
you
I...
do, it's a funny way to go because the snakes are possessed and they're going to keep you company.
They're possessed
till
by
they're finished
Alan
with
Rickman. Right, I'll do it on the provision that if I do fall to my impending doom, we recreate the shot where Alan Rickman drops from Die Hard.
What, flailing his gun in his right hand?
Flailing his... Well, he drops his gun, does he not? And just that slow motion...
It's a better fall out of a window than Dick Jones in RoboCop, where suddenly his hands are like Stretch Armstrongs.
That was the best thing in RoboCop. I love RoboCop, and that still cracks me up. The long arms, it's like Mr. Tickle fell 80 stories to his death.
You can fall to your death over this bridge like either Hans Gruber in Die Hard
I would go Hans Gruber.
or Dick Jones in RoboCop. Or you could do the two. You could throw your gun away.
Could you imagine Alan
stroke your
Rickman with
beard.
really long arms?
Yes! Yes!
If he has arms that long and he's falling that slowly, can he not just grab the ledge?
Stretch Rickman.
10 grand? Yeah, I'd do it.
Wid Yi. Bit of topical news.
I like topical chocolate bars. Remember those old topical ones you used to get? with
red
the-
wrappers.
Yeah.
They were good. The Scottish Tories have a new commander-in-chief. I mean leader.
A supreme leader.
A supreme leader. I mean, to be fair, look at his haircut. He looks like a supreme leader.
Is it Kim Jong Douglas Ross?
Kim Jong Russell Finlay?
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know. He sounds like a wanker, though. He promises to change the party. I mean, they're basically as evil as it gets. Are they going to be like evil on acids, evil on steroids, or slightly less evil?
The quasi-evil.
The margarine evil.
The margarine of evil. You're the diet coke of evil. Just one calorie, not
Not
evil enough. Okay, yeah, he does look like a used car sale. He looks like he'll sell you a ropey used car.
He would sell your grandmother's soul to your granddad.
Yeah.
There's a thing in the news just now that's really pissing me off. As much as Keir Starmer's an arsehole, as much as he ballsed up the other day when he said release the sausages and whatnot, the stuff he's doing is genuinely like watered down compared to what the Tories did. But yet Sky News are like, Keir Starmer accepted a jumper from a Labour donor. This whole thing about his wardrobe and stuff. And it's like Angela Rayner goes partying in Ibiza. Well, yes, she
goes on holiday.
Yeah.
She's allowed to go on holiday.
Exactly. I get it. A lot of people are pissed off about the whole winter fuel allowance thing.
Quite right.
But when you read in the news, there were a lot of pensioners, because bear in mind, this was a universal handout to anyone over, the age of 65, 70, whatever the threshold is. There were a lot of pensioners who genuinely just put that into their holiday fund and went, well, that's France and the winter paid for.
Yeah.
It's not not doing what it's meant to do. So as much as I think, yep, there's a lot of people who are going to suffer, it's not universally needed. And the media seem to be going to town. I'm not a Labour voter, by the way. I'm going to put this out here. But I just feel like our Tory-backed masters in the press are going to town.
Oh, they will. Of course they will. Of course they will.
You know,
I mean, fine. You've got Keir Starmer and he's wearing gifted glasses, etc.
Yeah.
When you've got gifted jumpers, gifted glasses, yeah, okay.
It raises questions.
It raises questions. It's not ethical. But then you have lockdown parties.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd rather have the guy that accepts a pair of socks or goes and gets a gratuitous executive box at Arsenal or whatever the hell it was.
I'm not going to be looking at the Lords in admiration of somebody who steals £200 million and then fucks off on a yacht to an on-extradition country.
No, exactly.
Anyway, I just thought I'd share that. That's really boiled my piss this week. So anyway, welcome. Good luck to Kim Jong-Russell Finlay. Tosser.
Wid Yi.
So here's a good one for you. And this isn't a monetary value, Wid Yi. This is an at gunpoint Wid Yi. Imagine you've been given a Wid Yi from King Jong Russell Findlay Putin. Choice A or choice B?
Okay.
Choice A, Wid Yi eat Whoopi Goldberg's ass for 4 hours? Or B, oh my God, this is horrible. This is definitely something that one of those dictate. Fuck me, that's horrible. I know what I would be doing, but it's up to you, right? So, would you rather eat Whoopi Goldberg's ass for 4 hours or take a brown envelope paper cut to your pee hole?
I don't think either one's particularly pleasant.
My legs are crossed thinking of that pee hole one. Just imagine you've got your pee hole and there it is, and just look at this brown paper envelope just going
but then
the whole length of the envelope. My
mouth's making funny shapes.
Yeah.
At the other op. Yeah.
Do you want to know? This actually looks a bit like what I'd imagine your cum face to look like. do you want to know?
Wow.
Here's a genuine one.
Mm-hmm.
I would go and get the new iPhone. A, if I had a job. B, if I had money. All that sort of shit. Being unemployed sucks. But the new iPhone, I would probably go and get it because I need a new phone anyway. I've had this one for 3-4 years. But when you've got a new phone, do you not always feel that bit more susceptible to getting mugged?
Yeah.
Right. So if you get the new iPhone and you've got that facial recognition thing where, simple, set it to your cum face.
Okay.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because if they try to steal your phone, they've at least got to wank you off to unlock your phone.
And how does that solve the problem of Whoopi Goldberg's immaculate anus? Or
I'm changing the subject from the paper cut on my bell end.
Well, I'm trying to, I'll tell you what we could do. We could pawn that off to the twat who nicks my phone. We can pawn the widget off. It'll be like a curse.
No, this is a gunpoint at you. Would you rather eat Whoopi Goldberg's ass for 4 hours?
No.
Or take a brown paper cut from an envelope on your pee hole?
I'd rather face the Tory firing squad.
It's not an option, it's one or the other.
Please make it an option. I genuinely can't pick any of those two options.
I would be all over Whoopi Goldberg's ass. I can't take the brown paper cut envelope. Just a thought alone is horrific, but Whoopi Goldberg's ass, I don't know. I do hope that our last shit was a ghostie, that's all I'm saying, and it's not exactly going to rub off into my beard. I just hope.
Thoughts and prayers.
Oh, but this is your Wid Yi, so it's you that's got to answer.
I've already pleaded a fifth. Please make the firing squad happen.
Wid Yi.
So back to me being unemployed. I've now got a new job.
Is it administering paper cuts in painful places?
No, I am now my wife's sexual advisor.
Wow.
Yeah. She says if she wants my fucking advice, she'll ask for it.
Do you hear that one often?
I was up to about 2:30 this morning thinking about it. You know, the usual.
Yeah.
But I've got a final Wid Yi for the night here.
Come on then.
Yeah. It's quite tame by the standards that we've covered tonight, but okay. Wid Yi.
Whoa. Hang on. I just got asked a Wid Yi involving either chowing down an ass or getting a paper cut to my pee-pee.
Okay.
Why am I now being tormented?
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll keep this one to the next one because I've seen it and all that, so you've not, so I'll keep that.
Can I just do the last one? Because, I'm still having I'm still having palpitations thinking about what I've got to do to get out of that last Wid Yi.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
I'll keep this one and I'll read it out next time.
Oh, fuck. You know, the worst of it is I could make this next Wid Yi a possibility for you.
See, I love it when you say you can make it a possibility for me. I think about my Wid Yis. You just go, no.
But I did think about it, and then very quickly
I thought about
realised,
it. Nope.
Yeah, exactly, because I always seem to land the sore ones. This is a good one, though.
Right, okay, let's have it.
Would you hide in a morgue drawer
Oh.
until they twigged you aren't dead for £100 an hour? Now, bearing in mind my sister-in-law works in a funeral parlour, I mean, we could kind of hide you in there. That would be doable. Can you imagine that? Come and see the deceased, and people come in and pay their respects, and then at some point you just sit bolt upright and go, all right, fuckface.
I'm actually thinking this, if it's for £100 an hour...
Solves your employment problem.
It solves my employment problem out for a little while, yeah. But how long is it that they keep a body in the morgue before they send it away to the next stage when it's at burial or cremation or whatever, freezing, stuffing, whatever, stuffing and mounting?
This is why I'm thinking you do it in the funeral parlour. At least it's warm.
Well, I'm a big fat bastard. I can take the cold.
Yeah, I mean...
Now, here's my issue. I'm a greedy bastard at the moment. I've got to make mortgage payments, etc. and all that, Now, I'm going to try and get as many £100 as I possibly can. So I'm going to be convincingly playing a dead guy in a drawer in a morgue. Am I going to act for too long and end up cooked?
No.
Am I going to end up buried alive?
Knowing that you need
stuffed and mounted.
Knowing that you need to make an income at the moment, what I reckon we could do is take you to like one funeral home and put out a notice saying, Dave's deed, come and say cheerio. Everyone will be like, oh, Dave's deed. Aye, okay, fair enough.
No, let's face it, I couldn't fill a phone box up with the folk that want to come and see me when I'm dead.
Yeah, but we don't say it's, we don't give any more information. We just put a notice in the paper.
Just Dave's deed?
Yes.
How many Daves are there?
Well, this is the thing. This is why there was a TV channel called Dave. Everyone knows at least one Dave, or I think the average was like 3, right?
It's a good name.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you put in the paper, big advert, Dave's deed, now resting, such and such. People will be like, oh, fuck, is that such and such a Dave?
Well, instead of phoning them and saying, are you deed? No, I'm no. All right, it's no Dave. You're just thinking they're going to come to the funeral home just on a whim.
If somebody said to you that someone you know is deed, are you going to phone them to check?
Well,
and verify?
Dave's deed. Are you deed? No. Right, okay, it's not my Dave. It's all right, we're fine.
Anyone who I know who's died, I've always just taken it as a genuine fact. Oh, shit, they're dead.
Yeah, no, wait. You're saying, yeah, from what you're saying, but you're just saying Dave's deed. It doesn't say Dave is deed. It just says Dave. And then you're expecting folk to go to the funeral home to see if it's a random Dave that's deed.
Can we not just put on it, your pal Dave's deed?
Your pal. Is this addressed to me? I don't know.
I mean, as a marketing stunt, this would work. People would come.
Is it going to be like sharing a Coke with Dave?
Yeah.
Instead, it's going to be like sharing a coffin with Dave.
It'll be like the Queen's funeral. Everyone troops in and everyone troops out.
Could you imagine that if it was a Queen's funeral and then you've got the hearse that went past and in the flowers it just says Dave. Queen Dave is deed.
Well, so would you? I mean, it's £100 an hour. Even if you did 24 hours in the morgue, right?
So yeah, that's £2,400.
That's a month's spending power done.
I suppose so. Yeah,
and you get a laugh as well.
No, I don't. I'll be lying there immaculately still, unable to laugh.
Yeah, you get a laugh when your time's up.
Is a coffin padded?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Thanks for listening.
Would you do us a favour and check back again next week?
And don't forget to find and like us on the socials.
Wid Yi.